Hi, this is Sandy from Sandy's Palette, and today I just wanted to do a quick flip through of a journal that I just finished. I had this book for some time. I had picked it up at a secondhand shop, and I had gutted the inside out because I had used a lot of the pages and images for other journals, and I was just kind of waiting for the perfect paper, I guess, to come along. Normally I order 12 by 12 paper pads, but I've started to order the 8 by 8 only because with the 12 by 12 you end up cutting off a lot of the image when you're trying to cut it to size for these journals. So I started ordering 8 by 8 to see if I could get more of the image, because it's more condensed, and how it worked out. Anyway, it ended up being perfect for this book, the cover of the book that I've been sitting on for a while, and I really liked the way it turned out. The 8 by 8 pages were perfect. In the collection, though, you only get like 8 pages, and one or two maybe ephemera. But what is nice is the front and back cover of the pad also are decorative pages. So they're perfect for using on your cover, whether it's on the outside or the inside, which I did. And so I was able to end up with 6 base pages within the book. So this is the front cover, and the paper line's beautiful. And so for a lot of the pages, I didn't really want to cover them up with pockets or other elements because they were just too pretty. And I didn't have any paper left over, of course, because I used them all for the cover itself or the base pages. And I had just happened to have purchased another paper pad from the Paper Boutique called Tranquil Gardens. And I had ordered that in the 8 by 8 paper pad along with the embellishment pad, and it really worked out great. It coordinated beautifully with it. I don't think you can really tell it's a separate paper line, and I was able to do all my tags and journal cards and create elements for the book. So I'll explain it as I go through. But this is the front cover, and again, I didn't want to cover it up too much. I used a lot of, as I always do, one of my favorite products, glossy accents on the page. I don't know if, hopefully the camera's picking up quite a bit of it. Anyway, I added a little saying there. This is the back, which was the back cover of the inside decorative page of the back cover of the paper pad. I used lace on the spine, and I did want it to come over a little bit, but not a lot, so I used a different kind of lace here, which didn't impede too much on the image, which I was pleased with. So here's the first page, and again, I just love this scene. I didn't want to cover it up with anything, so I used a lot of glossy accents on it to give it some dimension and emphasize the beauty of that page. This is the inside cover, which I also glossy accented on, but I did do a vellum pocket, so you can still see the image behind it. Added a few words and a butterfly, which I'm thinking I might color that pink so it stands out a little bit more. But anyway, I had some journal cards that I made. This one has a little tag in the front, and just kind of slip those in the pocket here. And these are the elements I was talking about that are from the Paper Boutique Tranquil Gardens collection. Here's the next page, and again, it was just a beautiful page, and I didn't want to cover it up, so I used glossy accent. I think you use glossy accents on every base page per se. And here I just added a quote. There was a little room there, so I added a quote. Over here I built, I I don't know what these kind of pockets are called, like an envelope pocket. I'm not sure. It's not made from an envelope, but anyway, it folds out, and it's a nice little container for some of your ephemera. I made some journal cards and tags. Here's another tag with, I used vellum on the front and just put another little tag in front of it. And then I also created this. It's kind of like an origami type envelope. I put a tag on the front to embellish it and to hold the flap down. And it folds out. And you have an 8x8 page for journaling. Like that. And then it just all folds back in. And then the flap just tucks back there behind there. Okay. Anyway, like that. And then that just kind of helps keep that closed. So it's a great, you have lots of room in there actually for storing a lot of embellishments. The next page, again, glossy accent at the bottom, all the flowers. But I had some real estate here up at the top, so I created this little fold down journaling space. It folds down 4 times. And then it just tucks right back under the little tag. And this again was from the Paper Boutique paper line, as well as these pockets over here, which I just created some journal cards. Put it in straight for both of these pockets. And then I accented them with some lace that had some pearls on it. Here I added a little insert into the middle of the 2 pages here. This one I created a pocket which has this in here, but this base actually is a journaling spot. It folds out and you can journal, and I only attached it on the sides and the bottom to create an additional pocket. And then I added some pockets on the inside, which hold again some journaling cards and tags on each side, and then that just folds back in and it tucks under there. This envelope I made just kind of embellished on the front, and inside I have a opening journal card, and on the cover I made a pocket and put a tag. And same with the back. Just for some additional journaling spot. And then that goes back in this envelope. And then on the back, I added a piece of vellum. And it held 3 more of the journaling cards. Now, these journaling cards did come from the House of Roses from Stamperia. So, again, you can see you can mix different paper lines. And they can work beautifully together. And it's from a totally different company. For this inside, I just made a little belly band with a journaling card. And then this opens up. And then for each side, there's a journaling card that's tucked in here. And on the other side. And then here I have a side tuck with an additional journaling card. I could have made this a belly band and probably stuck a tag or something else in there, but I didn't. Over here, I layered from the embellishment pad to the cards to make pockets, and then added tags into them as side pockets. And then in the back piece, I made a pocket, a big journaling card, and then I just went around the pocket with some flat back gold kind of pearls. And then on this page, again, it had some real estate, so that worked out okay. I added a quote up here at the top. And then this folds out and it has 2 pockets inside. And then within the pocket, I used vellum and, again, added some tags in there for additional journaling. This, again, could have been made a pocket, and it would have covered up some of the designs, so I chose not to do that. But, again, it's very versatile, those pockets. This page, it had real estate in the middle, so I did add an element on that. But I did, of course, glossy accent the top and the bottom. This piece folds up. I have a pocket here with a tag. I have another pocket here, which I made of vellum with a tag. Then there's a pull tag right here. This flips over. Here's a flip. And then I created another vellum pocket with a tag. A tuck spot here with a tag. And then on the base, when I attached it, I made 2 pockets for 2 more tags. So there's definitely a lot of journaling space available. On this side, again, from the Paper Boutique paper pad, I took the squares elements that they had, and I stacked them like layered pockets. And then, of course, made journaling cards to go inside each of those. And this one, I mean, how beautiful is this page? I mean, the clock is just gorgeous with the flowers. So I did a lot of embellishing on this whole page. Hopefully the camera's picking all of that up. And I just couldn't cover it up. So on the opposite side, I did a belly band. And then I made a journal pad using coffee dyed papers. And then that tucks in right here. This probably is the biggest or thickest element that would add bulk to the book, but it's not as much a chunky monkey as some of the other journals that I've made. This is the back cover, which again, I didn't add anything. I just did the glossy accents on it, and it has already room for writing. And this page over here, I made this doily. It's a square doily, and I made an envelope out of it. And again, it's a nice storage space. It holds quite a bit. Probably even more than what I have in here. But again, I just have some tags, some tags there, some little journal cards that I made. Again, another tag with a vellum pocket for another tag. And then there's this little envelope. I have it closed with Velcro, which is another fold-out journaling spot. And all this fits in there. And again, it didn't add that much bulk. I didn't make too many elements that were thick and bulky, so that I wouldn't have gator mouth. So, that's the journal. I hope it gave you some ideas, and I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.